poppin', baby? DropTheJewels boys
back in the building.
Yes, indeed.
You see a new environment here.
Yes, indeed. We got that new environment, man. DropTheJewels, but y'all already know, man. We came with that Don Julio because we got a special guest, man. And this means a lot to us because this is his first podcast, and he was able to bless on me and D Phlo to be able to be the first one to interview him. And this means a lot to us because we've been grinding and we've been waiting for this day, man. So we ain't gonna take this day lightly. But y'all already know, man, special guest, man. Y'all see what's going on. We got that boy, Big London.
What's going on, man? It's your boy, Londonsway. Man, we in the building, man. It's a pleasure to be here with y'all, man. And I hope that y'all making yourself at home at my crib. You know, my casa, su casa. So make yourself at home.
For sure. It definitely feels like home here. You got an amazing place. Great view. Sure. I like the color aesthetic, the white, you know what I'm saying? Everything white.
Yeah, bro. Man. You know, real clean, bro. You know, real fly, real play. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
My stuff, so.
Yeah. So we definitely appreciate you coming as well.
Nah, no doubt, bro. I'm happy to be here. Like I said, it's my first podcast interview. You know, a lot of people be trying to get me on these pods, and I really just been turning them down. I'm like, you know what? I'm about to step into a new year, a new age. I gotta step out my shell a little bit. You know what I mean? And I feel as if in life, if you don't try something, you ain't gonna know how the outcome gonna be. You can't expect the outcome if you ain't never tried to do it. You can't even have no accusation. What's the word I'm looking for? Pre thoughts on how the outcome could be if you ain't tried.
Right. For sure. I mean, I never knew I would be so good at podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Like growing up, I wasn't the best speaker. I had to just do it and develop it. You know what I'm saying? If I didn't step in that lane and do it, and then I wouldn't be able to do what I am today. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this. You got an amazing house. You can wake up, jump in the Lambo. You can go wherever you want. You can jump in the plane, go wherever you want to go. Like, how does that feel when you wake up in the morning and you're able to just do anything you want to do?
Man, it feels amazing. It's a blessing. You know, none of this would be possible, number one, without God. You know what I'm saying? Number two, without faith. And number three, without my supporters. You know, so I want to give a special shout out to all three of those things. You know, as a kid, bro, I always dreamed of things like this. You know, I always wanted to be able to have freedom in every way, financially, with my family, with just having the leisure to do what I want. You know what I mean? In a positive way and make a positive impact on the world while I'm doing it.
Right.
So it feels amazing.
I really respect that. Like, I'm big on having a positive impact on the world, too. That's one of the reasons why I do this podcast. I feel like the world does need more positivity. Yeah. A lot of the content, a lot of the stuff we see every day, everything's focused on negative. So it's like to be able to bring a positive impact is powerful. For sure.
So definitely, man, we gotta take out the shot, man. We gotta take out the shot. Let's go, man. Let's go. Yesterday, y'all put us up, man.
Take a water shot with you, all right?
Sir.
Yeah,
get me.
Yes, sir.
I got something special for y'all too, man.
Oh yeah?
So I don't know if y'all seen, I got my chef in here right here, Chef Miv. He prepared a nice dinner for us. Well, kind of like a late lunch.
Yeah.
Some lamb chops, some loaded mashed potatoes, and asparagus.
Ooh, shout out to Chef Miv.
Yes, sir.
Man, shout out to that boy, man.
Best chef in Houston.
Ooh, okay. Ever since I met him, I've been looking forward to trying his food, so today is the day.
Most definitely, man. Shout out to that boy, man. Shout out to you for blessing us with that boy food, man. I've been seeing him all over social media, and he been grinding. If y'all don't know him, y'all need to check him out. He always out there feeding the homeless, always out there trying to make a different impact in the world, and that's what we need. A lot of people are afraid to step out and make an impact, and that impact will go a long way. People never forget who helped them, who was there, who put food, who fed them, who was just willing to just listen. And when you're willing to listen and be able to make an impact in this world, God always got a blessing for that person, and trust and believe it, man. So it's super excited to be looking to try his food, man. I see him all the time, and man, I'm hungry. So I appreciate you for blessing us, man. But you already know, man, we got to get down. Like I said, man, before we get down and we start any podcast, the most important thing, we like to give praise to God. And just say thank you for allowing us to continue to do what we're doing and continue to keep growing and continue to be where we at within the little time that we put in. You know, I trust and believe, and I got you on board with trusting and believing that we can make things happen. And we just put our foot down and just keep going. We can't look at the numbers. In life, you can't look at the numbers. Numbers will always go up and down. You just got to focus on the grind.
Right.
You know.
So speaking about the numbers, I see your numbers been going crazy, bro. Like, how long have you been creating content?
Man, as a whole or as like a profession?
Like, when did you start? You just like not even on professional.
Okay, so I've been making YouTube videos since I probably could say 12 years old, man. And I didn't even know you could make money. I didn't know anything about it, bro. I was just doing it for fun. Like, just making little funny videos on YouTube, little reactions and stuff, like singing songs. So when I started taking it serious at first, I never wanted to do this. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
In my past relationship, my ex, she wanted to do YouTube, the couples thing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I just don't know how I feel about us putting our relationship, you know, on the world, out to the world. But you know, when you're in a relationship, sometimes you gotta compromise for your partner.
Absolutely.
So I was like, you know what? Alright, cool, whatever. So we started the channel and I just started having so much fun with it. Like, I started falling in love with just making content. This was 2018. And when we broke up, the channel was still there.
I didn't know you started on a couple channels.
Yeah, I started on the couples channel.
Wow.
So shout out to her too, man. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta shout out my ex because without her, I would have never started this.
Right.
Never. You know, like I said, I was making the videos way back then, but I didn't know that this was an actual thing that people was doing. You know, when I was on YouTube in 2018, I was looking up music videos and stuff like that. I didn't know like people was like showing their life, vlogging. The first person I ever seen do that was Social. I'm gonna be honest. The day in the life vlog way back then.
Yeah.
That's the first person. But other than that, I didn't know this was a thing.
Right.
So I got a little off track. When we broke up, I just made my own channel. Cause I'm like, I already fell in love with making content. I made my own channel and it's been up ever since, bro.
Right. Yeah, for me, okay, one second. But yeah, so that was the same thing with me. Like, I would have never got on YouTube. I wouldn't even do this podcast today for my girl. She was like, hey, let's do this content. Let's get to be a YouTube couple. I'm like, I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? I was a rapper at the time. That was my focus. So I don't want to be funny. But shout out to my girl as well, because if it weren't for that, I wouldn't be here either. So that's what it is. Because a lot of the viewers are female. When you look at your analytics, you notice it's a lot of female viewers. Yeah. So naturally, they'll be the ones that want to do content. What are you going to say about that?
Nah, that's what's up, man. Shout out to your ex, man. From leading the way, starting the way. You know, we go through breakups in life. We go through situations in life. We can't look at everything as a downfall. Right. You know, we got to look at it as we gained something from there too. And what I see the man that you became the day you gained a lot from that relationship. And y'all might not be together or never be together ever again, but you learned something and she laid something to you and gave you a creative thing to pursue your career. You know, and that was very important, man. But like I said, man, shout out to that boy, man, for blessing us. But man, we gotta dig a little deep, man. I did a little background on you, and I see you from New York,
Rochester, New York, man.
Come on, man. Come on.
585.
I've been to New York, but I've never been to Rochester, man. And I see that's where you from and that's what you represent. And I want to know how big of the impact was from Rochester to moving to Houston, making that transition, you know.
Man, making that transition. I moved, well, let me just take on my upbringing a little bit.
Come on now, we need to know about that.
So yeah, like I'm from Rochester, New York, 585, very small city, about 300,000 people. Everybody knows each other. If you don't know somebody, somebody knows somebody. If something happened on this side, you're gonna know what happened. If something happened on that side, you're gonna know what happened. Both parents in my life, you know, grew up with both my father and my mother, still married to this day. Man, come on, man. I can talk about so much about that. Dig a little more specific.
We gotta dig deep, man. We gotta dig deep, man. Because like I said, man, coming from Rochester, New York is not a rich place.
No, especially not Rochester.
You know, and to be where you at today, we want to know the sacrifices and the discipline and the obedience you had to make to get here. Because a lot of people see where you at, but they don't know the sacrifices and the discipline and the obedience you had to do to even get here. See, because to drive a Lambo, you gotta do 2-3 things. You gotta be obedience. You gotta be obedience. You gotta be faithful. You gotta trust and believe. In your prayers gotta be within God. Your desire gotta be within Him. Because a lot of times in life we want certain things and we don't check in with God.
Right. So basically, I see that you have a great relationship with God. what pushed you to build your relationship with God? Like, was there a moment in your life? Because a lot of people spend a lot of their life not praising God. Right. So what happened in your life that made you want to build your relationship with God the way you're at today?
I feel like it started with my grandmother and my mother. You know, I grew up in the church, so I was always familiar with God, you know. But it wasn't until I was a teenager where I actually got to know God and knew that God was real. You know what I'm saying? Right. From some of the things that I went through in life where I had nobody else to look to but God. Mm-hmm. There was nobody else to call on but God. You know what I'm saying? Especially when my partner died. That's the person that's on the wall right there. It's my brother right there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I'm most definitely
sorry. It was in that time in my life in 2016. It was like a very confusing time because I'm like, God, how? You know what I'm saying? How? It's like my best friend with me every day. Damn. So it's like how? But with me getting closer to God, man, I'm not gonna say that everything happens for a reason with death, but I'm gonna say this: you gotta learn forgiveness. If you don't have forgiveness, you'll never move on, bro. And that's with anything in the past. You know, so a lot of people have been through a lot of things. We gotta learn to forgive, but never forget. Right. You know? And you gotta keep faith and know that God got you. You know, I done been through a lot, bro, to get to where I'm at right now. A lot. I done been damn near almost homeless.
Come on now.
I done been lights off.
Come on now.
I done been eviction notice.
Won't God do it?
Come on now.
I done been
broke. I done all of these things, bro.
Come on now. They don't believe that though. They don't see that. See, that's one thing that you need to explain to them, man. I went through the trials and tribulations. I had to go through bumps and bruises. Everything that you see me getting, everything that you see me receiving, I had to go through it. Only for me to get to it, I had to go through it. A lot of people are afraid to go through it. A lot of people are afraid to go through it. Me and you went through it. And that's why we understand that anything that we ask for, anything that we desire to have, it must be within God. It got to be within God's will and God's plan and in God's path. See, we be wanting certain things and it's not on God's path. See, God already have what He wants for your life. Now you got to get on His path. We can't go in life trying to do things on our path. Our path never leave us right, and that's why you successful. That's why you grinding. That's why you reaching your goals because.
And like you said about forgiveness, I feel like, bro, it's so important to forgive. That's something I had to learn because a lot of people hold grudges. Exactly. People are treating them wrong. They do you wrong, and you cannot forgive them. What ends up happening is it's like a part of you inside is stuck in the past. I agree. Because that's what forgiveness is about. It's about letting go of the past, letting go of things that already happened, moving forward and saying, man, if I don't let this go, I had to forgive my dad. There's certain people in my life I had to forgive for the things they did because if I did it, I would have kept. It's like a weight that's on you. Right. And you can't, you're trying to run. It's like trying to run a sprint, but you got 100-pound weight on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to do that. But once you forgive one person, let a couple of pounds off. You forgive another person, let a couple of pounds off. Eventually, you're able to run full speed. And it's like, and that's why a lot of things in the Bible is about forgiveness. Right. This isn't a coincidence. A lot of that stuff in the Bible about forgiveness, you literally have to do that.
It is, bro.
Most definitely.
Another thing.
Go ahead, talk to us, man.
A lot of people want success, right?
All right.
God already got your plan made out for you.
All right.
You got to put the work in.
Come on now.
You got to put the work. God already died on the cross because He already did His part. So why you thinking just because you saying every morning you waking up, I want to be successful, that's not enough. You got to put the work in. Manifestation without work behind it is just a dream that may or may not come true.
It ain't gonna come true.
Everybody got these, I want to be rich. I want to drive this car. I want to go here. I want to do this. I want a private jet. But you're not putting in the work to get there. How do you want all of these things if you're not willing to sacrifice, number one? You got to sacrifice something to get to the top. And I ain't even saying on no spiritual, on some demonic stuff. You know, people be trying to say about people that's successful. I'm talking about you're going to sacrifice time. You're going to sacrifice having fun, partying. If you really want to get to the top, you got to say, forget all that. All that stuff going to be there. But guess what? Time is one thing we never get back. Prayers.
I got an important question, man. This is very important to the young kids, to the people that follow you. People need to know, man, how much time you put in the grind and how much time you put into playtime. That's very important because they need to know this. How much time do you put into the grind and how much time do you put into playtime?
Me personally, bro?
I want to listen to this because this the key to you getting to where you at.
Me personally, bro. You talking about on the come up or just in general?
Just in general.
I don't have time to play, bro.
All right, that's what they needed to hear, and that's what I want to hear. See, when you gotta have more time to grinding than playing.
Exactly.
A lot of people want to play more and grind less, and then they wonder why they ain't getting there. That's very important. That's what I want to hear. You said it. I don't have time to play. That's very important.
As someone who's found a lot of success, I feel like this is important for the people who are trying to find success. How much time do you have to play, and how much time do you have to grind?
What I'll say about that is this, man. Playing, you're not getting nowhere with playing.
Okay.
You're not doing nothing with playing. I'm not saying don't enjoy yourself, but what I'm saying is if your business not together, if you're not handling your business, then you ain't got no business to be in that club. You ain't got no business partying. You ain't got no business drinking. You ain't got no business smoking. You got to put your priorities first. I'm gonna in my playtime. You know what's crazy? I still incorporate the grind when I'm going on vacation. I'm still somewhat working. I'm still bringing a cameraman. I'm still bringing a crew, something. I'm trying to always grind, which is, it could be looked at as bad and good because some people say, oh, you need time for yourself. Don't always work. But in my mind, it's like, yeah, I'm successful, but I'm still climbing the ladder. I'm still trying to get this crazy dream that's in my head to reality. I'm still climbing the ladder. It's not over with. I'm just getting started. So if I had to put it on percentage, I say I'm working 99.9 and I'm enjoying myself or playing maybe 1%, bro.
You heard what he said. A lot of people are spending. I'm talking about a lot of people out here are spending 75% of their time playing or 50% of their time playing. Now we're talking about free time here,
right? Because
everybody got to work.
Yeah.
You can put your 8 hours in, and that's what a lot of people do. They work their 8 hours. They come home. They're like, I put my time in. Now I'm gonna go play for the rest of the day.
Right. But
it's like the only way to excel in life. If you want to work that job forever, and then that's fine, do it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to be greater than that, that free time that you have where you're not clocked into that clock, or you're not shooting videos or whatever you do, what are you doing with that time?
Exactly. And that's the time that you need to actually be putting it in. You know what I'm saying? Because check this out. It's plenty of people uploading content right now, right? Right now. Right. So why is you playing around? The time is ticking. We can't get time back at all, bro. At all. So with the time that you want to go out and party, you could be grinding. You could be thinking of new ideas. You could be editing. You could be, if you're a singer, you could be writing songs. If you're an artist, you could be drawing pictures. If you're a chef, you could be making new stuff, you got to put it all in. It's either all or nothing, bro. So it's some people that kind of want it. It's some people that really want it.
That's what's up, man. We appreciate that because the world need to know how important it is to grind and how important it is to play. And you just said that 99.9, you always grind. And even when you out on vacation, you still grind and find a way to grind. But I got another big question, man, because the world need to know this, man. And I see you go to church, and I see you put God first, and I see you praise God. I see you doing your thing. But how important it is to have God in your life. How important it is to have God in your life.
I feel like that's the most important thing. Before money, before fame, notoriety, clothes, cars, jewelry, money, you got to have God in your life. You have to have God in your life, and you got to serve God, too, and not play around with it.
Come on.
And I mean that, bro. You can't play with God, bro, because God sees what's going on when the lights on and the lights off.
Come on,
so you can't play with God. You can't be this one person on the camera, but when the camera go off, you being evil. You got to be the same person, bro. Because like I say, God is always watching. Always. And it's a difference between just believing in God and believing God. Okay. You got to trust God. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say, oh, thank you, God. But they don't really trust. They think it's luck. Nothing is luck. Everything is blessings, bro. Everything that I feel like comes in life is from God, bro.
Right.
Challenge you. Come on, man. I mean, life is about challenges. Ain't nothing going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing easy worth having. I got that from you. Ain't nothing easy worth having in this life. Straight up.
Right. You know, it's crazy because I haven't praised God my whole life. I wasn't raised in the church. I never barely even been to church in my life. Like when I went with y'all, that was like my first time going to Sunday ever.
Really?
Ever.
In life?
In life.
Wow.
Yeah. But see, that's right. It's like we used to go like on Christmas Eve.
Right.
And that was like barely a believer. I grew up not believing God. I'm going to be honest with you. It made me have a lot of evil traits that I had. Not understanding like really what's good and bad. Because when you don't have God in your life, it's like good and bad. It's like gray. It's all gray. what's being a good person? What's
sure.
being a bad person? So by meeting him, my girl first was trying to get me to come to God, but I still was like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I was like halfway on the fence. And then he helped me get all the way over the fence. But what I'm understanding about God is that when you do start to praise God, like you said, actually believe. It's one thing to believe there is a God. There's one thing to follow God.
Exactly.
And when you follow God, he's not just going to start giving you money and giving you blessings. I'm going to tell you what he's going to do.
Ready.
He's going to start changing you. He's going to start like taking what you are, and you got to start shedding things. You got to start shedding, and you might lose some things. You might go down.
Hold on, D Phlo, man. We look like, come on now, man. We got big nibs.
Chef Miv in the building,
Come
man.
on, man. That's how you coming? Oh my God, man. Y'all see what's going on, man. Hey, let me tell you something, man. Hey, D Phlo, this was the first time we ever got treated like this.
Not ever.
We man, come on, man. Chef Nibs, man, blessed us with the lamb chops, the asparagus, the
Loaded
mashed
lamb
potatoes,
chops.
man, the loaded lamb chops. And I'm trying to tell y'all something, man. If y'all not following that young man, then y'all missing out on something.
I promise.
You know, because let me tell you something, man. It's very important to support people. Because God said, if you support your people, they're going to always find a way to support you. And then I watched this young man, be out there serving food out his Jeep. It's hot food, fresh food, hot food. I watch him lift his trunk up and feed a lot of different people. He ain't fortunate to have a store, but he fortunate to believe that his grind gonna get him there. And as long as he keep going and keep doing what he doing and believing in God, them doors is opening.
Yes, sir.
And trust and believe me, man, not just that, but he feeding homeless. He taking money out of his pocket that he barely making something to give to others. God said, if I just see you give a little, I'm willing to give you a lot. And people fail to realize it's very important to sow your seeds, sow your tithes to give back to God, because God only asks him for 10%. You give him 10%, he could give you way more. Your blessings, your money is not coming from nobody but God. He waking you up every morning. He giving you the opportunity to still have that job. You can lose that job the day of tomorrow, man. God gonna find a way to give you another job. So you gotta be obedient to the word. You gotta be obedient, man. Now, D Phlo, let me tell you something now. Don't get stuck and lazy here because he fed us, man. We still got to get back to where we at. But we appreciate the love, man. We appreciate the love, man.
Problem,
this that
man.
house mentality. This that house mentality. I can't even say it right. But this food looking good. And come on, man. You know, I'm glad you here to help me, because you always help me with the words that I can't understand.
Yeah.
But, man, hey, man, let me tell you something, man. Y'all hear what's going on. The grind got to be more important.
Yeah.
The prayers is more important. The sacrifice is more important, man. The man had to go through trials and tribulations to get there. We can't stop praying. We can't stop believing. You got to keep going. God, I'm here to tell you, I want you. I need you. I need you every step of the way. We try to put our trust in people, and people try to put their trust in you. Don't put your trust in me. Put your trust in God. God going to be the reason why I'm going to get there. God the reason why I'm still living. God the reason why we eating the way we eat. People didn't believe us. Tomorrow going to make 6 months. 6 months that I know, just 6 months we put in grind, 6 months that we gonna keep going. God, I hear you. God, keep showing up. Come on, man. Hey, shout out to boy Neil, man. God dog it. Man, God, you
Shout out Chef Miv, man. Shout out Chef Miv.
Shout out to that boy, man. Y'all gonna see his name. Y'all gonna see his Instagram. Y'all gonna see his platform. Y'all gonna see everything about what he doing. He located in Houston, man.
Yes,
y'all
sir.
gotta tap in with him. But let me tell you something, Big London.
Go ahead, bro. I did want to go back into my come up, but I'm gonna let you go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I got a question for you.
Let me tell you something, man. I must say, man, ever since I met you, see, let me tell you something, man. I met London. It's about to be a year. I want to say going on a year now, and God working mysterious ways, man. And I must tell the world this, and they need to know this. And when I first met London, man, and I told him these words. That I said, man, I want to pay you to help you. And he said, man, I want to, he said, pay me to help me lose weight. I said, yeah, man. I said, I see good in you. Thanks. And he said, why pay me? I said, because I just want to change some of the perspectives that I see in you to get past that question point so you can elevate more. And he said, nah, man. He said, I'm going to trust. He said, I'm going to pay you to train me. I'm going to trust you. I'm going to pay you. I'm going on vacation. And then when I get back, I'm going to book in with you, man. We're going to start all 2-3 days, man.
That's how y'all met.
That's how we met.
Okay.
I slid in his DM and I told him I wanted to train him. And we locked in. And ever since we've been locked in, We've been locked in since, and it ain't gonna
Brother.
none unlock. And one thing I want to tell people about these type of people about London is, you got to be able to bring something to the table, not expecting nothing from it. And when I went and I approached him, I didn't see and care about what he had and what he was doing. I cared about his well-being and his going past the living past his bare mean so he could forever live. And when you're willing to help a person on their health journey and challenge them within their mindset to break the ice, then that means you want to see them live past the time that they could see themselves living and what you could bring. A lot of people look at, oh man, I want to do something with him because he can help me. When I saw him, I wanted to do something for him because I can help him. I never looked at people for opportunities if I couldn't bring a bigger opportunity to them. So when you see me around certain people, I see what you brought to me. And then I say, I'm going to bring something better. I say, I'm going to bring God in your life. So when you bring something more than what a person expects of you, you're going to be forever friends with that person.
Right.
Definitely.
It's about being genuine. I will tell you this. You're one of the most genuine people I ever met. No
I
doubt.
I agree.
For sure. You know. But I also will say that you're very genuine as well, bro.
Thank
you know what I'm
you,
saying? And I will tell you this. You're very humble. For someone at where you are in life, very humble. I respect that because a lot of people aren't able to stay humble. You know what I'm saying? Even when the money's flowing in, the subscribers flowing in, the views flowing in. Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this. I'm going to get deep with you for a second.
All right, let's do it.
Get deep with him.
Yeah.
Get deep with
You got to get deep. You feel me? That's what we do.
Let's do it.
So what is the hardest struggle that you ever went through in your life that you had to overcome to become who you are today?
The hardest struggle.
Hardest struggle.
The hardest struggle that I had to overcome was seeing something that I wanted and not knowing how I could get there. Me seeing where I wanted to be, seeing everything that I wanted, but me not knowing when, how, or how. That's the word. How I'm gonna do it. So with me trusting God and me actually putting my work in behind my manifestation, that's how I got right
That's
here.
how you got that.
But
So you had that vision, but you didn't have that GPS.
Exactly.
See, a lot of people have that vision, they don't have that GPS. See, people fail to realize that GPS is that relationship with God. God got the GPS to every opportunity, every doors, every key, every anything that you want. We always have a vision, but we never go see God GPS.
Right.
That's very important. Before we make any decisions in life on buying anything or just going anywhere, we got to go seek the knowledge of the kingdom. We got to go talk to God because God going to rely and let you know what's good for you and what's not good for you. Just in life, what you growing up being, where you at, coming where you at, there's a lot of people that ain't around you no more. A lot of people that you thought that'll be around you.
that's true.
You know what I mean? And people got to understand, we had to make the sacrifice to get rid of a lot of things for a lot of things to open up. See, you got to where you at because you know that you had to go through. You went with what you went through, and then you say, I got to allow God to step into my life to be able to guide me the rest of the way so I could continue to keep going. And that's what God doing for you, and that's why you continue to keep going. One of the toughest questions I know you don't want to hear is, if God gave you one question to ask him, what would that be? One question to ask.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Wow.
One question to ask God, what would that be? One question.
Well, just one.
Just one.
You can't go on extra. One question to ask God, what would that be, man?
Man. To ask the man above.
To ask the man above, the man who created this world.
What would you ask? I'm gonna think about
What
mine.
would I ask?
Yeah, I'm gonna think about mine. I'm gonna think
I
about
got
mine.
the answer. If I could ask God one question, I would ask him, how's my mom doing? Because she passed away when I was 22.
I'm sorry to hear that. God bless her soul.
Yeah, it was a tough time. And honestly, that's probably most of the reason I didn't believe in God. Because I felt like, why would you take such a good person from me? You know what I'm saying? Someone I feel like I needed because I don't have a lot of family. That's why I consider friends family.
Right.
Because I never had a lot of
Oh,
family.
you know you family with me. Man.
Oh, yeah.
Every time you
Your
come
whole
over,
family is my family,
man.
man.
You be the only white boy up there. My family still love you, though.
Yeah.
You be the only one. My family still love you. But one of the questions I got to say.
But for you, so for me, that's what I went through.
Right.
Like, I would just want to know, is she, I mean, I know she's in heaven, but I just
Most
want some
definitely.
confirmation. Like, is she watching? How does she feel? Is she proud of me? Because that's the biggest question. But for you, what would you ask God?
Can it be a 2-part question?
Sure. No.
Look. It's gonna make sense though.
Sure.
God, are you proud of the man that I have become today? If not, what can I do better to be the best me for you?
Ooh, that's a good answer. I ain't gonna lie. Getting insight on if you're on the right path.
Exactly.
But you know what? I feel like why I know that you are. It's the confirmation of your success. You're not. See now, if you were doing, no, confirmation of who you are. But I'm saying that because of the blessings you're getting. I'm gonna tell you why. Because you're a man of God. If you were getting these blessings and you weren't, then we could be like, maybe the devil's blessing you. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like with you, I can say from what I've seen from you, God's blessing you. So you know if he wouldn't be blessed you the way he is if you weren't on the right track.
Let me tell you something. True. Let me tell you something, Big Leonard. I love you from the bottom of my heart, but God say never question unless he gonna show you. Trust and believe me, you doing what God expect you to do and more.
But I don't think that was really like me questioning God. I'm asking him a question. I feel like questioning God is like, God, why is this happening to me? That's questioning God. Me, I'm asking the Father a question.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Not questioning.
So let me get back before we answer that question. How often do you go talk to him? Come on, now the world needs to know.
I talk to God every morning.
All right.
Every morning. Or it doesn't just end there. If anything I'm going through, God, get me through this day.
All right, most definitely. Because people fail to realize they think in the morning time, the only time you need to talk to God. Bro. Your phone lines need to be open all throughout the day to be able to contact God. God's phone never closed. God's phone line never busy. He always open to answer any question that you have that you need answers to. But I'm gonna tell you something, man. I love you to death, and I want to get deep down into this, man. And this might hurt you. This might hurt him. I gotta go a little deep.
What are you talking about,
this
man?
This one might hurt, man. So I'm gonna check this out, man. I know you say that's your best friend, and you lost him, man, and you love him, and you wish he was here. God gave you one thing. He said, I could bring your friend back, but I gotta take all the success you got. Come on, man.
And you want me to be for real?
You gotta be for real.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Bring my brother back. And the reason why I'm saying that,
talk to me,
is because if I could do it once, I could do it again. Because I got the grind and I got God in my life.
Right.
And that's that's my brother right there. And he was on the same type of time I was on. Ready to work, ready to grind, and ready to get to the top. So go ahead. If God came right here and said, I'm taking everything, the Lamborghini, the Corvette, the opportunity, the penthouse, everything, take it away. Bring my brother back because we're going to duplicate it and we're going to make it bigger than it ever was.
And you would know something that's crazy? Just something that you could think inside is like, I guarantee you that your brother is in a better place. And if he's hearing you right now, he would tell you to just keep life the way it is because he's proud of you. He's proud of you. He's proud. He's above looking at you like you're everything that I was hoping that you could become. Like he loves where you are in life. Exactly. If it weren't, the real truth is, if it weren't for what happened with him, maybe you wouldn't be who you are today. That's what made you you. So he's looking at you like, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad you are where you are in life. Just keep going. I don't want to come back because he's happy where he is and he's happy where you are.
Most definitely, man. That was the best answer, D Phlo, because you got to lose some people in order to gain some things. You got to lose some people in order to know where you're going. You got to lose some people to find a direction of where you need to be. If he was still here, London probably won't be in Houston. You lost something, but you gained a lot more. You met us. Yeah. And that was very important. I try to tell people all the time, when God take away, when a baby being born in this world, is somebody in your family going to be taken. He said, I'll take a life, but I'll give you a precious life. And he took a life, but gave you opportunity. He gave you good people. So even though your brother, your best friend not here, he gave you good people around you that's living within your brother's needs and means to be able to get to that. So like I said, man, that's very tough. But I wouldn't, like I said, nobody that's gone wouldn't want to come back to this.
Most definitely. I just had to,
I understand that.
How I was thinking, looking at it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know I could do it again. You know what I'm saying?
We all could do it.
Your response was great. Don't get it twisted. I just wanted to show you the other side of it. How he feels. You know what I'm saying? Because it might make you feel like a little better about it. You can't control God. What God's going to do. If he's going to take somebody, we don't really understand why. You know what I mean? He understands. But as long as we know he's proud of you. So that's the main thing.
Most
Definitely, man. Like I said, man, Big London, I know you successful. I know you grinding. I know you getting up. But how often do you sow? Because a lot of people know you go to church. How often do you tithe, and how often do you sow your seed into church? How often? How often? They need to know this because sowing and tithing is very important to understanding why and what he gonna do for you.
I sow a seed every Sunday. I go to church. If I'm in town, if I'm in Houston, Texas, physically, I'm not missing church. I'm just not gonna do it. Now, if I'm gone, that's a different story. But I'm still tapping into my Bible. I'm still tapping into the Zoom because it's no excuses in this world. So I can't make an excuse, oh, I was out of town, so I can't get the word of God today. And I feel like, I'm going to be honest, I feel like I sow a seed with God every day.
All right.
Because I help people every day. And these are things that never hit the internet. These are things that nobody is ever going to see because I'm not bringing it up to brag about it. It's not something that I'm like, oh, I got to tell people that I helped this individual or that I helped this. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I sow a seed in the world every day. Every single day I walk out. Every time I walk out the house, bro, I treat everybody the same, bro. I treat the garbage man is the same way that I treat y'all, with respect. You get what I'm saying? It don't matter about your position in life, bro. That's not going to make me mess with you more because you got $10 million, you got $20 million. I'm going to respect that person the same way I respect the person that work at McDonald's, with respect, bro. We all human, we all as one. Some people may have more, some people may have less, but I respect people the same way.
And I'll confirm that I definitely agree with you. And that's what I was saying earlier about being humble. It's so important. A lot of people don't move that way,
right?
For sure. So I want to lighten the subject a little bit and ask you this. I know you do a lot of like gold digger videos. How do you feel like the women are really gold diggers these days? Do you feel like compared to when we were kids,
right?
Do you feel like there's more gold diggers these days than there used to be back in the day?
I feel like most definitely, but I feel like they was always around, but now it's just plastered on the internet for everybody to see. You get what I'm saying? But I feel like social media has a big impact with the way society is or gold diggers are now. You know what I'm saying? Because they see, oh shit, well, Moneybag Yo just bought Ari this, not knowing that's his girl. Like we like, I'm not saying like literally, but like shit, me and you, we just fucking like, you know what I'm saying? You come to my crib, we go after the club or something. I don't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't my girl. You get what I'm saying? You ain't showed me loyalty. You ain't showed me that you down for me. You ain't showed me that you got my back. You ain't showed me that you got my best interest. That you will make a house a home. You ain't showed me that you just got me for me and you like me, regardless if I got the Lambo or money. You just like me. Those are the women that deserve everything. A woman that I just met from the club or a woman that I just met anywhere in the mall, Kroger, I don't owe you nothing. And you don't owe me nothing. I'm not like, I don't owe you nothing, you don't owe me nothing. But like I say, bro, I feel like social media has made it this way though. You get what I'm trying to say?
Oh yeah.
Like I feel like back then it wasn't like that. Maybe because I wasn't as fortunate, maybe. But I feel like these days, bro, regardless if you a dude that's getting to it or not, a woman not all women, because shout out to the queens out here that's getting to that bag, man. Shout out to all my boss females, because it's a lot. I feel like it's a lot more of them than it is gold diggers in the world. You know what I'm saying? But they just not looked upon. So shout out to all the queens around the world, all races that's getting to it, that's getting to the bag. I love to see my queens getting to it and just being successful, being millionaires, being successful, and just having a way.
No, you nailed it when you said that. It's just now that it's highlighted online. Gold diggers have always been there. They've always been there. Yeah. But I will say this, like that's the type of content, that's the type of things that people want to see, you know, the negative content. But the reality is, since social media has put a spotlight on gold diggers, a lot of girls fall, and not just with the videos, but also with the women, like, oh, well, you got to take me on a date, you got to spend $500 on my first date or I won't date you. like you see this stuff. I'm like, bro, like that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Because me as a man, if you expect a $500 date in the first date, I'm going to look at you like, I don't think I can really rock with you. I'm going to tell you why. Because when times get hard and we don't have $500 to go out, you know what I'm saying? Are you going to stick around?
That's the one. Is you still going to mess with me when I'm up and when I'm down? That's the question. And I also feel like this. I feel like women can't expect the rich nigga lifestyle from every guy. Every guy situation can't do that. You know what I'm saying? It's situational. You can't, and there's no offense to anybody that work at McDonald's or something, but say you work at McDonald's, a woman can't expect for this dude to go on a $500 date, the first date. That's just not his reality.
Right.
You can't expect this. You can't expect a rich nigga lifestyle from somebody who want to come up. You just can't. It don't make sense.
But you know what the reality to it is that a lot of those people who working at McDonald's right now,
Yeah.
what if they be a millionaire in 5 years? If the woman were to look at him from the
Exactly,
character,
brother.
fuck the money, because money comes and goes.
Exactly.
The character is you.
Most definitely.
That's what's inside of you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Money's just something that you get.
Right.
But the character is something you were born with. It's what you were raised with. It's who you are. So if the women were to look at the character instead of the money, they'll realize that man might be working McDonald's right now, but he might be a millionaire. $500 meal, he'll bring you on a $10,000 meal. But you expecting them to have it now. It's about building an empire.
Most
It's about meeting somebody and just seeing that they have the goodness inside of them. They have the potential inside of them. And that's not just with relationships, that's with friends too. Because a lot of people don't want to mess with somebody that ain't got no money. That's cool. I get it if they're like always begging and doing all this extra shit. But if you see inside of them that they might not have it, but they're on the trajectory to get it, they have the grind, they have the mindset. You know what I'm saying? You should still rock with them. You shouldn't only look at money. Money's cool and all, but like I said, it comes and goes.
Mm-hmm. But the money is something that, like you said, come and goes. But can you rock with me for me? Do you like me first? I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be real with you. For the woman that I deal with, I'm not leading with my wallet. I'm leading with me. Straight up.
Personality.
And I feel like that's where the gold diggers come from, though. And you know what's crazy? I can't even blame these women because it's dudes out here that's leading with the wallet. That's the reason why women is acting like this. Because how you come out the gate is how she gonna expect you to be.
Come on now.
So if you come out the gate saying, and you in the whispering in her ear in the club, hey, I want to take you to Turks and Caicos tomorrow. I want to take you to Chanel tomorrow.
And they gonna expect
so
that.
how you mad at her for being a gold digger, but you came out the gate talking about,
out the gate.
oh, I'm gonna give you Chanel. But that's where a lot of dudes lack game. They don't got a mouthpiece, bro. They lead
Not
with
even
the wallet.
mouthpiece.
No,
they don't even have intelligence, man. It's not even a mouthpiece. It's intelligent. It's come down to a point where you know what you could do and what you can't do.
You know what's crazy? A lot of those dudes who are saying that shit can't even do it. They're like, hey, I'm gonna bring you to Turks and Caicos. Just come to my crib. They smash. They ain't got nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People just talking.
But it's a lot of them dudes that's probably really spending it though. There's a lot of tricks in this world, bro. You know what I'm saying? I got a few female
Is you
friends,
one of them
bro.
tricks, Big London? Talk to me now. Is you one of them tricks?
Hey, I'm gonna say this. I'm a trick for mine.
Oh, you a trick?
I'm a trick for my woman.
Okay.
When
You
I'm
looking,
in a,
let me tell you something, man. You looking good on this occasion. I don't know what type
Appreciate
of
it,
occasion,
brother.
but it looked like you got on a lot of Balenciagos, man. And I want to know right now. I got to do a drip check on you to
All right,
see
let's
what's
do it,
going
man.
on, man.
Before we
because
start
look, I gotta do some things, man. So, what you paying for that haircut, man?
the haircut was $200.
Wow.
Shout out to my stylist, Coach East, the stylist. Rolex Presidential Day Date.
Okay.
I ain't gonna give you the price and all that, but got the ring right here. Nair gave me this for my birthday.
What that
my
is?
brother.
That UTP, man.
UTP.
Help me.
You know what I'm saying? That's the movement, man. Up the price.
Up the price.
You know
So
what I'm
price
saying?
never stay the same.
The price never gonna stay the same. Every day we wake up is different.
Shout out to that boy.
The main thing is up the price.
Up the price.
You know what I'm saying?
Because yesterday's
Up.
price ain't today's
It ain't
price.
today. We ain't going down. We going up.
We check them out. What them jeans is, man?
The jeans is Balenciaga.
Okay.
The boots is Balenciaga.
Okay.
The hoodie is Rivington.
Okay.
The shirt is Pally Hollywood. The glasses is Balenciaga.
Okay. So what you
The
say?
bag is Goyard.
Okay. So what you say? All that you got on, what that ran you about?
Including the watch.
Including everything you got on, even your drawers, man. Everything look expensive on
Hey,
you,
yo.
man. Come on now.
I say the fit alone without the jewelry is at least 6 bands.
Oh my goodness.
At least 6 bands. Now, I'm not here to glorify designers. This is just a choice of stuff that I like to wear. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And this don't mean that you fly just because you're wearing design. It's about how you put it together. Though.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And I want to say something to the kids out there too and the young people. Don't think that you gotta have designer to be cool or to be accepted or to fit in. You wear whatever you want to wear. Whatever is cool to you is cool. You know what I'm saying? So if tomorrow I want to go to Walmart and get a whole fit, that's cool to me. And that's going to be fly to me because I think it's fly. Not because The
What
internet
other
think
people-
is fly, or
All
what
right.
somebody else think is fly. Whatever you think is fly is fly.
That's very important.
And that's about confidence,
That's
right there.
very important. So you telling me, even without the fit, you know who you is.
Brother, I was fly before I could buy Balenciaga. When I was buying Aeropostale, when I was, I'm telling you, if you fly, you gonna be fly regardless. It doesn't matter about the brand.
Most
It's
definitely.
about the person who you. And look, a partner of mine told me a while ago. I remember, and I ain't gonna lie. It's been a time in my life where I actually was like, I can't even go right here because I didn't have it at the point. I remember we wanted to go to the club. This is when I first moved to Houston, and I had ran through all my savings I had, and I couldn't get an outfit for the club. And I told my partner, I've always been an honest person and a very honest person to open. So I said, look, bro, I ain't got no outfit, bro. I ain't got no fit to go. He said, look, man, it ain't about the person on the outside. It's about the person on the inside.
Okay.
And ever since that day, I never forgot that.
You
I never
forgot
forgot that. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the homeboys who hooked you with a fit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're
Nah,
like,
facts.
I ain't got the fit tonight.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, let me hook you up with a fit. You know what I'm
Most
saying?
definitely.
And shout out to people who kept it real and told you you need a new fit. 'Cause I know there's sometimes I was going out, people like, hey, man, you gotta switch that shit up. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't gonna work
Facts.
tonight.
But you need good people in your corner like that. You
need
need honest people in your corner.
Right.
You need people to be like, hey, bro, your breath kicking. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like, hey,
yeah,
you
you
gotta
know what I'm
do some
saying?
shit about that.
Because look, we might have ate something before we went to the club. Breath might be kicking.
Yeah.
But you need honest people in your corner, man. Having a good people around you, I feel like, is another way to get to the top. You have to have good people around you.
Right.
Because if you got negative people weighing you down, you only gonna go down.
Exactly. So let me ask you this. So, in your opinion, what do you say, what kind of qualities does it take to be a solid and genuine friend?
Number one, loyalty. And I choose loyalty over love. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I choose loyalty over love any day. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like with loyalty, when you loyal to somebody, you gonna actually think twice. You gotta think, bro. If you just got love for somebody, you be like, shit, I'll do it. They ain't gonna find out. But if you loyal to somebody, you like, nah, I can't even do that. I can't even do that to bro. I can't even do that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You feel guilty
that's my
about
brother
it.
right there. I can't never go
Feel
against the
guilty.
cold.
You
You know what
feel
I'm saying?
guilty about it, man.
Yeah.
Most definitely, man. Ever since I met you, you've been loyalty to me, man. There's a lot of time you helped me out with so many things and so many situations. One of the most important things that I got to take my hat off to you is, man, it's things that you did for me behind the camera, off camera, never put it out there, that mean the most to me. But you saw good in me, and I ain't gonna never forget this day, man. You told me one thing. You said, I need you to get back on TikTok. And I kept on BSing with you, and you said, give me your phone. I'm going to download TikTok, start putting your videos on there. And I downloaded TikTok probably within 2 weeks. After that, I had TikTok. I was at like 400 followers. You was like, man, keep going. It's going to get there. Your word of God is going to get there. I promise you. Then I started with, probably about 2 weeks later, I did the podcast with D Phlo. And I woke up one day, man, and just Meek Mills reposted it. And it went off from there. But that to say you saw good in me and you saw the loyalty in me. A lot of people around you might not see good in you. A lot of people around you that don't mean you no good. A lot of people around you that only want to see you at a certain level of success, because if you reach your full potential, they're afraid that they might lose you because they've been past them, but not this, that, D Phlo. See, a lot of people are afraid of who you become because they see your work ethic. They see who you is.
Most definitely.
And one thing about Big London, man, he saw good in me. He said, let me tell you something, man. No matter how much success and no matter how far you go, I ain't gonna never try to stop you. Same thing with you, man. When they say Team 28, they see me spitting, they see me speaking the word of God. I don't just say Team 28, I say me and D Phlo. I don't just say London, I say Team 28 in London. And that's what make things so beautiful about us, because we don't never try to stop a person's growth, even if it's past us.
Facts.
Right, and I will say is that, like, every time he's trying to figure something out, a lot of times he goes to you. You're somebody who's going to give that knowledge. A lot of people try to be at the gate. But like, I know what I'm doing. I'm not going to tell you. You've always been that person that will give that knowledge, bro.
Because I feel like that's where you get your blessings at. Well, at least that's where I get my blessings from. And I feel like that's what God put me on this earth for, bro, to impact other people's lives in a positive way. So I feel like if I don't tell somebody something, I'm going to block my own blessing, bro. Because I feel like, in my mind, I'm a hater at that point. Because why would I know something that could help somebody get to the next level and not tell them. That's hating, bro.
It is.
And that's gonna stop your growth. And I don't like people like that, bro. Like I don't deal with people like that be hating and just don't want to see somebody else win because of their own insecurities. You know, in life, right? A lot of people will try to tell you can't do something off of the insecurities of their own life. You know what I'm saying? They be like, "Oh, you can't do that. I wanted to go to the NBA. It ain't happen for me."
So you can't do it if I couldn't do it.
But look though, brother, my story ain't your story.
Right.
Your story ain't work out for you. I'm gonna make sure mine's work out for me because I ain't gonna give up like you did. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a message for anybody out there, man, that want to do something, man. If you want to be a rapper, if you want to be a singer, if you want to be a YouTuber, man, you got to chase your dreams. And you can't, I'm going to be honest, you can't care what nobody got to say. Not your brother, not your mama, not your dad, not nobody. Because, and I'm not even saying they hating on you. I'm just saying that sometimes people's knowledge ain't as powerful as the knowledge that you got. It's different times. People live in different seasons of life. Maybe when mama and daddy back in the day, what we doing now, all this YouTube stuff and social media, it didn't make sense. But now it's the new day. It's the new age. You got to adapt with the time. So don't let nobody tell you can't do something. Whatever you want to do in your life, you could do. Whatever that crazy mind, that crazy dream that you got in your brain, you can do it. But if you quit, if you give up today, you're going to miss out on winning tomorrow. Straight up.
Right. I mean, to be honest with you, like, a lot of people will think you're crazy when you're on the grind. People look at you like, you really believe you can do that?
Bro.
You really believe you can take it there? But the reality is, bro, sometimes you got to look a little crazy to the people around you. And that's why a lot of times circles change. That's why I asked you about friendship. Yeah. A lot of times circles change because you got to put yourself around people who can really see that in you. You know what I'm saying? Someone who can meet you and be like, that's a star. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The other day I met him, I knew. Like, we just did a podcast on Let It Phlo. And I was like, tomorrow makes 6 months since I met him, which is crazy. Like,
I'm proud of y'all success, not to cut you off. I'm proud of y'all success.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. You know, when I met him, we were just doing a podcast, but we both, I knew when I seen him, he saw it, and I saw it in him. He saw it in me. Yeah. And that's the important thing. You know what I'm saying? So let me ask you this. Like, in your words, what would you say is the key to happiness? The key to happiness is having God in your life. Having God in your life. Nah, I'm gonna be real though.
Boy like that, man. Hey, you asking them tough questions like that, man. Hey, man, he might put us out, man. He just
nah, not at all.
He got that 19, he got that on down with that.
Those interviews, I try to get real deep.
I like that though. I'm here, bro. You ask me whatever. Having God in your life.
God in your life.
You gotta have God in your life. You gotta have. If you don't got God in your life and you got all this money and all that stuff, bro, you're gonna end up depressed, bro. Because who you going to talk to when times get hard? Who are you praying to? Who are you confiding with? You know what I'm saying? It got to be more than just your girlfriend. It got to be. Having God in your life is key. And having faith, bro. And believing. You got to believe, bro. You got to believe God when he telling you, you got this. You got to believe these things, bro. Like, this shit don't come overnight, bro.
Right.
Success don't come overnight. You got to go through the storm and see the sunlight, no matter what. If you want to get to the top, it's gonna take some sacrifice. It's gonna take some letting go. It's gonna take some separation from people that you love, bro. Real talk, bro.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Shit.
So man, I gotta ask you, man. I gotta ask you, man. You looking good, man. Where you get that drip from? Cause you look just like me, man.
I fuck with them. I need one of them. Where you got that from?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with it too. Shout out to No Pain.
He blessed me and you with them on. Shout out to No Pain, man. He blessed me and my boy, man. With these nice jogging suits, these nice outfit, man, these nice shorts. Y'all should go follow him. He on Instagram, No Pain. This nice on sweatsuit, man. He blessed me and D Phlo, man. We appreciate the love that you keep on, that you blessed us with the clothes and stuff. But Big London, I must ask you, man. Everybody ain't raised up with their mother and father in the house. How important that would be for you to have a child to have the same people in the same household, because the world keep asking now. They see you doing all these good things, but some women gotta be lucky, and some women want to have that heart, and some women want to have that opportunity to be your kid's mother, or be your future wife, or be engaged with you. So how important that is of a role when, say if you get somebody pregnant, how important you gonna push the issue to want to be with that person for the rest of your life because you had your mother and father in the same household and they still living?
Number one, very important. I feel like whenever I do have a kid, which ain't gonna be, You want me to drop the jewels on this podcast? I see. Okay, you want me to drop the jewels? Hey, I'm gonna say this, man. I'm 27 right now.
Do anybody
man.
have a potential? Come on now, talk.
I'm
to
27 right now, man. You know, I ain't trying to wait till I'm 40 to have no kids. So I'm gonna say this: anybody that I have a kid with will be my wife.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this: I don't even want to have a kid until I'm married.
Okay.
So I guess I could keep what I said. Anybody who I have a kid with is gonna be my wife.
Right.
Like,
So when is you ready to become a husband, man? That's very important because look, London, a lot of times in life we realize we get into an age that ain't too many more good women gonna be here.
Right.
And ain't too many more good women willing to wait. So when you gonna feel that it's that right timing to say, you know what? She might not have everything, but she got just enough or more than enough that I need to go ahead and tie my knot because you almost 30. And I'm almost about to be 40, and that's been a key.
This nigga making it seem like I'm old as shit.
Come on now. You
young, bro. You young.
Yeah.
But it's time to love. It's time to love. Venture off and build that foundation with your family, your future, man, because like we said, we see a lot of gold diggers, and you don't want to keep running into gold diggers, and then you just be gold digged out. So you gotta want to know, man. And there's a lot of women out there that like you, and there's a lot of women that want to come at you. A lot of women want to approach you, and they are afraid to approach you because of the success you have.
So when you're looking for a woman, for the women out there watching this right now,
Okay.
what you looking for? Like, what qualities do you need to say, I'm gonna have a baby with you, I'm gonna marry you?
First off, you got to be loyal. You got to have a relationship with God. You got to be honest, transparent. You got to have my back. You got to be a good decision maker under pressure, observant. And you gotta want me for me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that love in your heart. You gotta love like my mama love. I ain't gonna lie. You gotta be a soft woman. I don't like all that macho woman, like, you know what I'm saying, trying to be hard.
Big London, I need to know something, baby.
What's up?
How was the transition? When the world need to know, when you came from Rochester, New York, how many clothes you came with, what car you came with, where you stood at, how was the transition? How much did you come with from making that transition from leaving Rochester to beginning a new opportunity in Houston? Because they need to know, did you come with all them clothes?
But see, before you answer that question, tell me this. What made you want to come to Houston? Like, what was going on in your life
Good question. So
that
look,
was to push you here?
I'm gonna tell you what happened, right? Shout out to both of my sisters, man. These are like family to me, man. Shout out to Mac and Maya, bro. That's like blood can't even make us closer, man.
I heard of them before. They do YouTube or something, right?
Yeah, they do YouTube, TikTok, they do everything. They super big, man. They superstars, bro.
I heard of them before. So shout out to them that they bless you and motivate.
I'm gonna tell you the story though. I gotta tell you the story. At the time, right? I'm working at the airport.
Not Big London, huh?
I'm doing TSA 2020. Mind you, bro, I'm grinding I'm dropping 2-3 videos a day on YouTube. I'm not even lying, bro. If you go back right now and search Otis, I'm dropping 2-3 videos a day, a prank, a vlog, and a sit-down video. Wow. Every single day, bro. Every single day. So look, this is what happened. I went to their house one day, and they was like, hey, we about to go to Houston. We got to collab with, shout out DC Herbo, man. Shout out my boy DC. They was like, yo, we got to collab with DC Herbo and Cheney. I said, oh, yeah, I heard of them. I used to watch them. I was watching them. She said, you should come. I said, nah, you know what I'm saying? That's y'all business. I don't want to come to Houston. Y'all got the collab. I don't want to be no burden. They like, nah, it'd be a good opportunity for you to network. So I was like, you know what? I said, fuck it, I'm gonna book the flight. But mind you, I'm working. So I only got one day off. So I'm like, I'm gonna go for one day, bro. I got out here, man, and something about the aura and the energy about Houston, Texas, bro. It was like a place I never had been. It felt like home, bro. It felt like home. And then the people that I networked with, the videos that I got out here, like, shout out DC Herbo, he gave me my first big collab ever.
Hey, shout out DC Herbo, good people.
Bro, DC, I want to see DC, man. DC already big, but I want to see DC on that next level. DC funny as hell, bro. DC funny as hell.
So that was the first person that gave you.
That's the first person that ever gave me my big collab, DC Herbo. He ain't know me from a can of paint, bro. But that's what taking that risk do. I'm like, hey, bro, I got an idea. He like, let's run it. You feel me? So boom, that had a big impact on me wanting to move here, and then the people I met. Shout out Trey from Houston Twins, man. That's my guy. He gave me some of the best advice that I ever probably got in my life, man.
That's my boy. That's
my boy too.
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out my boy Trey from the Houston Twins. He said, he sat me and Mac and Maya down. He said, how many times y'all uploading? So matter of fact, remember I said the 2-3 times a day?
Yeah.
That was after I met Trey.
Oh, Trey.
This after I met Trey. So look, Trey was like, yo, how many times you uploading a day?
Nah, not true.
How many times you uploading a day? I
my
said,
podcast.
shit, like once. He said, how many subs you got? I said, shit, like 600, 800. He like, so why you not uploading more? I said, what you mean? I'm uploading every day. He said, bruh, you got to do what the people not doing. You got to outwork the people that's already in front of you. Why would somebody?
sir.
You got to stay in their face. That's the only way that you're gonna get in that algorithm and grow. I took that advice, bro, and I ran with that shit, man. And when I got back to New York, I said, you know what? I'm about to upload 2-3 times a day. And I said, Houston is where I need to be. Houston was like black Hollywood for content creators. So I said, you know what? I think I came out here in, I say June. By September, I had a lease. I came out here. I shipped my car out here. I moved out here with a good amount of money. But mind you, I don't have no income. I'm making $0 on YouTube. So basically, I got money, but I'm broke, though, because I had no money coming in. Right. I'm making no money, but I still got rent. I still got all these bills. I'm running low every day. Every month, my money getting lower and lower and lower and lower to the point where I hit rock bottom. I hit rock bottom.
I felt to hit rock
Man,
bottom.
that shit-
Like
that shit-
when you say rock bottom, what you mean rock bottom? Like you saying eviction notice?
Man, what?
Come
if
on,
I
man.
had the eviction notice right now, I'll show you, bro.
God, dog.
Listen to me. I had an eviction notice. I'm talking about I didn't know how I was going to pay my rent. I'm talking about I didn't have no money to eat, bro. So what I had to do was I had to get to the drawing board and I had to use what I know to help me. I start editing people's videos. I start making thumbnails. And I can't even do these things at like how these professionals can do it, but I'm doing what I got to do.
You made the sacrifice to do whatever it takes.
Look, hustlers don't make excuses. We just make it happen.
Come on now, that's y'all already said.
Straight up, bro.
Hustlers don't make excuses; they just make it happen,
But-
and that's very important, man. Shout out to everybody who gave you encouragement words, who motivated you, Mag and Maya. Shout out to them to just motivating you. Shout out to G Herbo. Shout out to them boys just uplifting you and giving you DC Herbo,
Yeah,
not
shout out
G
my boy
Herbo,
DC.
DC Herbo, from giving you opportunity. But the most important thing is, man, from that transition from moving from Rochester, New York to here, where you off to next?
Well, before we answer that, let me say this. Like, the big London had a time where it was hard to pay the rent. It was hard to get the bills paid. Because I feel like this is an important topic because a lot of people out there are going through that right now.
Right.
Including me. You know what I'm saying? So what is your advice to the people who are going through hard times right now, trying to get that money? Because you came out here with a dream. You came out here you were like, look, I'm going to go there. I don't know what's going to happen. I might make it. I might not. There's a lot of people who are scared to make that step. And there's a lot of people who made that step who are successful right now.
Most definitely.
So what is your advice to them?
You can't make excuses, bro. And you can't give up. If you give up today, you is 1,000% losing tomorrow. I'm telling you right now, bro. I don't care if you've been doing this for 5-6 years and ain't working. If you give up, you automatically lose. It's done. It's all about how bad you want this shit, bro. I'm telling you right now, bro. I done had sleepless nights, bro. I done cried out here, bro. Real talk, bro. I done like I'm being dead ass serious with you right now, bro. I done cry. I didn't have no money, bro. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I had a car payment. I had an apartment. I lived on the north side, bro. In a $1,000 apartment, bro. I swear to God, I lived off of 1960 and North Eldridge Parkway, bro. On the north side, bro. And I didn't know how this shit was gonna work. I remember crying out to God, bro. Like, this gotta work. I'm giving this my all. Like, I'm literally giving this thing my all, bro. I'm giving this. Like, it was nothing else in my head that I wanted to do and I wanted to give my all but content creation. So this shit had to work. It might work. No, it's gotta work. Whatever I gotta do to make this thing work is gonna work, bro. Because this is the only thing that in my life that I ever felt passionate about, that I felt happy about whether I was making money or not. I was happy with making the content before I was making the money. And that's why I feel like I can still love it today, because I was never money motivated. I was chasing the hustle, chasing the dream. The money just is extra, bro. The money was extra that came with it. Anything that you giving your all, bro, them finances gonna be good. But if you can't give up and you can't slow up either, bro. At the time when you're back against the wall, that's when you gotta work even harder.
You gotta fight.
That's when you gotta punch them doors down, bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm not joking, bro. I could have been went home, bro. I could have went back then. I could have been called my mom. I need a ticket home. Fuck this shit. I'm gone.
Bro, you nailed that shit, bro. You nailed
Real
that
talk,
shit.
bro.
There's just
I
so
could have
many
been out of
people
here,
who
bro.
Gave up. Like you said, if you give up, it's 1,000% chance you will fail.
Trying to tell you, bro. Like, I don't mean to get hyped, bro, but it's bringing me back to that mode, bro.
Man, you from Rochester, New York, man.
And I want to talk about my city a little bit too, bro.
What about your city, man? Because I've been out there to New York, and I need to know what it's like. I've been out
Bro,
there.
so what's the difference between Rochester, New York, and New York City?
What's the difference?
6 hours away.
6
Number
hours.
one.
Okay.
Big city, small city.
Okay.
My city, I love my city to death, but it's like a crab in a bucket mentality. Like, nobody really want to see you win unless it's your peoples, and sometimes your peoples even to slime you out. You know what I'm saying? But it's definitely great people in that city, and I come from that city, bro. That city made me who I am today. You know what I'm saying? I want to give a special shout out to my boy Quan, bro. Rec Ranks. He was the first person in the city ever doing YouTube. Ever. Motivated me, him and his ex, motivated me to do YouTube. Helped me out in the beginning. He let me hold his camera, his G7X. I had a bullshit ass camera. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my guy Rec, man. That's my brother right there for life. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's what people fail to realize. It ain't about the money. It's about the things that you allow them to use to help them better themselves. See, you gotta change what's in your heart.
Yeah. He let me use everything, bro. Laptop, camera. So shout out to my guy, man. And shout out to my parents too, man. Shout out to them for raising me the right way. You know, I might have chose to do things that wasn't the right thing, you know, but they ain't raised me like that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't always do good, you know what I'm saying? I got a past too, you know what I'm saying? I done been to jail one time, but I'm not proud of them things. It's just a part of my story, bro.
Part of the journey.
It's a
but
part
I
of the
gotta
journey.
ask you, man, all the success you've been having and all the things you've been doing, man, tell me some of the greatest people you met in Houston and how big of an impact they had on your life.
Damn.
Because let me tell you something, man. One guy I see all the time, I see you with, his name Nair, man, and I want to know how
brother.
big of an impact he had on your life, or just the time that you knew him.
Yeah. Man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I'm appreciative for having that brother in my life, you know what I'm saying, as a brother. You know what I'm saying? Always kept it real with me, always motivated me, you know what I'm saying, at times where, because he's way more educated on, he a legend in the game, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I gotta give my brother his flowers right now. You a legend in the game, bro. You been in the game a long time.
Very humble guy, man.
Very humble. But a legend, but when
I gotta give him some flowers too.
Yeah.
Being a YouTube couple, there was a time when there was only one person's YouTube you went to find a video as a YouTube couple.
Facts.
And that was Nair. Shout out to Nair. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? He was running the game on the new content.
Bro, I'm trying to tell you, bro, like, he a legend in this shit, bro. But I would say, bro, shout out to him, man. He always kept it real, motivated me, man. I remember when I was making the transition from moving from my one-bedroom apartment downtown, small little crib, nice but small, and I wanted to move into this penthouse, and I was like, dang, bro, like I'm only paying $1,600 down there. You want me to jump 6 times? He like, look, bro, I'm gonna say this right now. Where you at right there? Yeah, it's cool. You know, you could afford it. You making way more money than what you could. Basically, you can afford that 10 times. I'm like, yeah, you're right. So he was like, but you're gonna stay stagnant right there, bro. You ain't gonna dream bigger. He said, look, bro, don't think about how much you gonna pay at this next penthouse that you want. Get it, and I promise you, it's gonna motivate you to make way more money. And ever since I got this penthouse, man, life changed, bro. Because of them words he told me though. He basically saying like, look, bro, it's gonna make you grind more. It's gonna make you gonna get more money.
A lot of times in life, when you put yourself in bigger situations, make you go reach your full potential. See, a lot of people scared to get in a bigger situation because they're afraid to reach their full potential. Yeah. You got to put your back against the wall and trust and believe in your grind. The second, like I say, shout out to that boy Nair, man. He made a big impact. Tell me some more of the people that made a big impact in your life from that transition from you being in Houston and and how it impacted you, just on your day to day, different things like that. Because I know you go to church and stuff like that.
Most definitely.
Is it good people you meet in church? Good people you met?
Oh
around?
yeah, man. My pastor, shout out Pastor James and Pastor Moreno, man. Spiritual soldiers right there. You know what I'm saying? I want to shout out you too, brother. You one of them people that, you one of my closest friends as well, man. Like, we speak on every day. It don't matter if I'm out of town, bro gonna call me. You know what I'm saying? Hey, just checking on you, man. All right, bye. You know what I'm saying? You need friends like that in your life, man. I want to shout out Mac and Maya, bro. I don't want to leave nobody out. I'm just going to start naming some names, bro. Shout out Homero, man. Shout out my videographer, man.
Yeah, I always see you do a lot of different videos, man.
Excalibur, man.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Y'all need to go follow him. I see he's been around the game for a long time. He been with Mike in his work. A lot of his work gonna go unnoticed because he's not one of them guys that love to be in a notable situation, but
yeah.
Keep working, man. Keep working, keep grinding, man. Your work ain't going unnoticed. One thing about your work, God see everything and see the things that you do, and he going to open up doors. Trust and believe me, I see you doing a lot of big things for a lot of big people. But one thing that I know about him, because I didn't work with him and I've been around him, he questioned himself too much. And when you go to questioning yourself, that's when God start closing a few doors for you, because that means you don't believe in him. No, Homer. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out Excalibur. I want to shout out Chef Miv too, man. He made a very impactful thing on my life, man. Just and my health. You know what I'm saying?
All that make a difference. All that make a difference. I remember,
we enjoying ourselves right now with the lamb chops,
definitely.
but on a weekly basis, I'm getting healthy meals from Monday through Friday from Chef
like
Miv,
I said,
man.
I told you, I met him because of you. And what one of the things that I love about him, that not that he just cooked, but he showed up to one of my events, man, and he showed up like he known me for 20 years. And that right there, yeah, he showed up to the Trader Truth event, and when he showed up, that's the day you met him. And when he showed up, just showed me that he see good in me, but also he want good for himself, and he want to be around positive people, man. And shout out to that boy, man. I love that boy like a big brother. Love that boy like a little brother. He bigger than me, but I could get him though.
Man,
I could get him though. I could rustle him down. But man, shout out to all the good people that's in this world.
I got some more people though.
I
got some more people. I got some more people that definitely gave me some real game though, like some real game.
Right.
I say shout out that boy Damien, man.
Yes, sir.
Shout out that boy Damien Prince, man. Mm-hmm. Solid dude, man. Solid dude.
For sure.
Very successful, but very genuine too. Shout out Funny
and
Mike.
Humble for who he is.
Shout out Funny Mike too, man. Done gave me a lot of game. Where I done called him a few times, and we just chopped it up about just regular life stuff and social media, man. It's so many people. JP, man. Shout out Trench family, man. Damn, bro. It's so many people. I don't want to leave nobody out, man. I don't want nobody feeling no way. Damn. So many motherfuckers. Damn, bro. Shout out DeMarcus TV, man. Shout out my boy DeMarcus, man. Mm-hmm. Making movies with that camera. Shout out UTP, man. Shout out my people, man. Sly, Pack. You know what I'm saying? Free Pack, by the way. He on the way home. UTP, man. Shout out my brother Sly. You know what I'm saying? He from my city. You know, he out here getting to it. You know what I'm saying? We all just getting to it. Shout out to anybody I love and anybody that love me. I'm trying to think of somebody. I really don't want to leave nobody out though, man.
So,
shit.
The biggest question is, man,
what's
next?
What's next? Elevation, bro.
What's next?
That next level.
Because I see you got this nice penthouse. We looking good, feeling good, but I see you in a 5 or 6 bedroom house. That next level. So what we could expect from Big London, what we could expect from you in the next year or 2 years, because we getting ready to close this year out and this year is already done. So what type of mindset you have going into 2025 and what you looking to accomplish? Like I said, man, you doing a hell of a thing. You doing a lot of things, but I need to know what's next, because a lot of people looking forward to something.
And like, what do you see yourself doing outside of YouTube?
I'm about to start a nonprofit foundation where I'm going to be providing MacBooks, cameras, and just other services for kids that want to be content creators, you know, but don't have the means or the knowledge or the connects to make that happen.
You're going to speak to them as well?
Speak to them as well.
Yes, sir.
It's going to be like a week course that they got to take. They got to pass that course, and at the end of the course, You'll have access to videographers, editors, information, and every student that's in the foundation will get a brand new MacBook and a Sony camera. I'm also
we love to support that. Anything you need from us,
sure.
Absolutely.
I'm also about to start a content creation like consulting company coming soon. I don't really want to speak too much on it because it's in the works right now.
Yes, sir.
Man, we just gonna keep it rolling, man. Real estate, crypto.
Got to.
What else we got coming, man? Got some TV stuff coming. I really can't speak about it just yet, man. Got some serious stuff on the way,
Congrats.
man. I got a lot of stuff on the way, man. Y'all just gonna have to really see, man. But more importantly, just continue to have that relationship with God and getting stronger with the Lord, man, so that I could keep elevating to where I need to go.
Right. So I got one more question.
And building my dream house at the end of 2025.
Oh, yeah. So, okay, yeah, that's coming for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Got to. So let me ask you this. If you could speak to the youth, if you could say something to the youth that you wish that you could have heard growing up, what would you say?
Come on now, this you talking to your sons, or this your sons listening to LeBron.
Yeah.
Just one thing?
I mean, you just like
Listen
some
to
advice coming
listen
from your heart.
listen to your mom, bro. And the reason why I'm saying that, I'm gonna break this down. Mothers always know who your friend is, what's best for you, and who not for you.
So you saying honor your mother and father, your days
Yes.
on this earth will be shorter.
Exactly.
It's very important, man. It's very important. And I realize how important our mama ain't right, but they're always right.
They always right in the end, I feel like. Even your dad too, though. Like, my mama done told me a lot of people wasn't my friend when I was younger, but what you mean? That's my brother. And then in the end, I always see what she was talking about, bro.
Most definitely.
I always see what she was saying.
Never question your mama.
And I would say to the youth, man, never give up on your dreams.
Come on
Always follow your dreams.
Come on now.
It don't matter what your uncle telling you. It don't matter what your friend telling you.
Generation.
You know what I'm saying? Use they hate as motivation to get to where you got to go.
Most definitely, man. Like I said, man, we appreciate you from allowing us to come in your penthouse to just be able to get this first interview, to be able to find out who you is, what you think, how you move, and just how you feel, and how the good a relationship you have with God, man. And like I said, man, I appreciate the love that you showed me, man. You got me monetized. You and D Phlo, man. Shout out to y'all boys. Y'all boys been a big impact on my life. For real.
Yeah.
And that mean a lot to me. Like I said, man, a lot of things, people fail to realize I don't cherish material things. I cherish relationships. And my relationships is my material things.
Facts.
When I do something, it's like I accomplished something that I want the wealth, but I wore it inside of me because I became victorious.
Most definitely.
I do want to say to you, bro, I see a huge future for you.
Thank
Just
you.
keep doing what you're doing, bro. Because, like, you have the right intentions. You're genuine. You work hard. You know where you're going in life. Like, I feel like, in my opinion, it's going to be a great life for you. Just
Man,
keep
thank
grinding, keep going, bro.
Man, it's been a pleasure, man. I appreciate y'all having me,
Yeah, man, don't make us keep waiting, man. Me and D Phlo, we need to be a little uncle to your son. So a son and daughter, man. So hey, we
Coming
need
soon,
the ball
bro.
rolling so we could be so we could be uncles. And, we need the ball rolling, man. But like I said, man, keep God first. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Keep elevating. Keep being a person you is, man. Me and D Phlo them drop the jewels, boys. We appreciate the love, man. Shout out to Nils. Shout out to that boy Homer from behind the scenes doing so much to make this happen, man. We love you from the bottom of my heart. But I got to tell you one thing, man.
What's up, brother?
Man, God doing so much things for you, and he going to continue to keep doing so many things for you. But I need you to do one thing. Stay obedience to the word. That's most important. Stay obedience to the word. Sometimes the devil try to affect you, try to throw you off course, but you got to stay grounded. You got to stay grounded. The devil ain't going to try to affect you if he know that you ain't able to reach your success.
Most definitely.
So he going to keep trying you. And as long as he keep trying you, you know you're doing the right thing. So don't be afraid to put your boxing gloves on and go fight against the enemy. The enemies want you to stop, but God wants you to keep going.
Yeah.
But the enemy is going to try to stop you, man. So look, continue to keep doing what you're doing. Much love. We can't appreciate it no more for allowing us into you. Man, D Phlo, I think I want to get me a penthouse suite. The way
Hey, man.
things looking. I don't know if we can afford. Shit, we might gonna get a penthouse suite on the road.
Hey.
But man,
I want to say something to y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
I don't even think y'all understand how big the impact of y'all podcast has on people in this world. You know what I'm saying? I see big things coming for y'all. I see big sponsorships for this podcast. And you know that podcast sponsorship money ain't no joke. It be in the tens of millions for them. So I see that, man. Y'all got to keep doing what y'all doing, man. Don't give up. Keep letting it flow. Keep dropping them jewels. And, man, the sky is the limit, man. Yes, sir. It's been a pleasure.
We appreciate that, bro. We appreciate you making our first interview, too.
No doubt, man. I appreciate y'all giving me my first podcast.
Let me tell you something, man.
Man.
Them Drop the Jewels boys, we ain't making no trans. We ain't changing. We ain't taking our stuff on the road for nobody, but we made sacrifices and we made that happen to bring our equipment on the road to be able to come to this special, nice gift, this special, nice place to do something with a special and amazing person. But I must leave y'all with this. God, I thank you for what you're doing and what you continue to do. Lord, you let us make it here. Lord, I ask you to let us make it home safe. But them Drop the Jewels, boy, is back in the building, back in effect. Man, shout out to everybody who doing right, who trust and believing in God, who continue to put their trust in God, continue to keep going. Don't stop because the enemy want you to stop. Keep going because God wants you to keep going and being a person you want to be. Man, life ain't easy, but it become easy when you build this, when you be obedience to the word of God. Life ain't easy, but it become easy when you obedience to the word of God.
So is there anybody else that you feel like motivated you to push? Because a lot of people, they do YouTube,
right,
but they just do it. Like, you go so hard in the content you do.
Right.
Who is the one person you feel like that really, like, a role model to you, someone you look up to, showed you something that you could be in the YouTube world?
I gotta say DDG.
DDG.
The reason why I say DDG, bro, because he motivated me, bro. He motivated me to get on my shit, to really grind. This dude was uploading 6 vlogs a day. And I'm at the crib like, yo, what the fuck? This dude living in LA, he in foreign cars. That dude motivated me, bro, to really get on my shit and really, and he let me know that this could be done. Like, it's possible. A young dude from the trenches, from the hood, this is possible. It's not impossible.
Exactly.
And I feel like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, I gotta meet him, man. I gotta shake his hand. We met one time at like a meet and greet, but I gotta meet him like at this stage in my life.
It's gonna happen.
And just shake his hand and just let him know, like, hey, bro, I appreciate you for motivating me to get to the top. He motivated me in so many ways, even down to y'all who DDG fans, y'all gonna know when he said he bought his I-8, he only had 60 grand in the bank, and he took 40 to get that car, and that car changed his life. I got a similar story like that, bro. My Corvette, I still got it to this day. Check this out. I was doing gold digger pranks, and I was going to the rental spot, and I was only getting 1 free rental a week from them, and I would promote their company.
Right.
But I would only be able to get film a few videos a
couple
week.
hours and that's
so
it.
I'm like, if I get the car, I could film unlimited amounts of videos.
Yes.
But listen, at the time, I only had about 26 grand in my name. 26 grand. I went to the dealership. I kept getting denied. I'm talking about back to back.
Yeah.
By the grace of God, I went to CarMax, bro, off of Southwest Freeway in Houston. They told me 20 down.
Ooh.
Mind you, I got like 24, 26 grand. That's all of my money.
That's it.
I'm like, yo, what? Bruh, I put that money down. I put that 20 down. I had about 4 to 6 grand left. Then that following month, bro, I think I made 50 grand.
Bro,
I made 50 grand the next month.
Right.
And I wasn't making that before I got that car.
Yeah, because you were able to shoot as many videos as you want. I noticed you drop every day, bro.
Every single day.
Every day.
Every day.
That's amazing. I got to commemorate you. Like, I was a time where I dropped every day. I know how hard that shit is, bro.
Bro, that shit get hard. So
you know what? Because of you, I'm about to drop every day.
Hey, bro.
I'm about to drop every day.
Come on, bro, because look, consistency is key. Consistency and quality is what gets you to the next level with content creation. Anybody that want to be an inspiring content creator, it's about consistency and it's about quality. If you ain't got them two things, then I don't think you're gonna get to that next level. You know what I'm saying? But consistency first. And you gotta use what you got. Stop saying you need a camera. If you got a phone, you got a camera.
That's all you need.
Use your phone. Stop complaining about what you don't got. Oh, I don't got a MacBook to edit. Everybody got an iPhone. iPhones come with iMovie.
Right.
edit on
No
your phone.
excuses.
It's no excuse, bro.
None.
On this road to content creation, you got to be excuse free, bro.
Free.
You got to be excuse free. But I just wanted to shout out that boy DDG. Shout out his whole family. And his brother Dub too motivated me, bro.
Yes,
So I
sir.
just want to give a shout out to DDG, bro. We gotta get up, bro. Shoot a vlog. I just gotta, even if we don't shoot no vlog, bro. I just want to shake your hand and let you know how much you've inspired me in life to become to where I'm at now, bro.
But you
to
know
the
what?
point
I'm
where I
gonna tell you
changed my
something.
family life.
There's people out there who are looking at you in that way. You're an inspiration to the world. You got
Most
a huge
definitely.
future, bro. And I just appreciate you coming here today.
Nah, no doubt, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Or let this into your home.
Yeah.
To shoot this podcast. You know what I'm
For
saying?
sure.
Great surroundings. We appreciate it. But yo, you got it, bro.
Appreciate you, my
You got
boy.
it, dog. I'm
Yes,
telling
sir.
you.
We
Yes,
got
sir.
it.
You got it. But all right, we'll see y'all next episode.